I have to make this because veterans are blindly ignorant, and I genuinely mean that, and it really bothers me. So here we go. All right, I just posted a video an hour ago. It's right here. President Trump denied. Breaking. President Trump tries to delay veteran benefits. There it is. I just posted that. All right, and in that video, I'm going to speed this up. I read an article from The Guardian about how the CAVC basically told the Trump admin to pound sand because they wanted to cease veterans, the Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims, to stop, and the ruling was 9-0, basically telling the VA secretary and the Trump admin to stop making stupid requests, okay? And yes, it's from The Guardian. Yes, I understand what that means, but a lot of people were saying it's from The Guardian, it's fake, it's not real, yada, 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 yada. And listen, I am all for the veracity of information, the truthfulness of information. And just because it's from The Guardian doesn't mean it's true, all right? Now, I'm not a Republican. Let me just say this straight up. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I genuinely do not care when it comes to that stuff. What I care about is reporting veteran-related news. And that's what I'm going to do. And so for all you, I understand stupid is probably not the best word to use. So I'm just going to say blindly ignorant. All right. Now, if you choose to be ignorant, you're not only stupid, you're an idiot. So this is the order right here. Everyone who's saying it's fake, I did some digging. This is the order right here. Okay. This is it. So on October 20th, 2025, the Secretary of Veteran Affairs filed, and let me zoom in a little bit more for us here. Okay, I just have to read above my head. Filed an ex parte motion with the court requesting limited exceptions, a stay of proceedings in all cases before the court in which a VA filing deadline is pending or where VA is permitted to file a pleading beginning on Wednesday, October 29th. In support of this motion, the Secretary asserts that VA's current funding will be exhausted on October 28th, 2025. That's in 4 days, by the way. And after that date, employees of the Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims Litigation Group of the Office of General Counsel, that is a big name there. Who do you work for? Oh, I work for the Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims Litigation Group of the Office of General Counsel. That's a lot. Would generally not be deemed accepted employees and would be statutorily prohibited from performing the functions essential to litigating cases pending before the court on a voluntary basis. The Secretary thus requests that a stay continue through such time as the requisite funding for OGC is appropriated. Now, in normal person speak, he's saying, hey, Court of Veteran Appeals, can you guys stop processing your appeals because we're not going to be able to meet the deadlines that are set by the court. And the court was like, let me think about that. No. And it was a unanimous ruling 9-0. All right. The court has determined that its judicial review of veterans benefits cases is an accepted function that continues notwithstanding a lapse in appropriations, meaning you're going to pay us. It's noteworthy that VA has determined that appellate review of veterans benefits cases is an accepted function and directed the Board of Veteran Appeals to continue to make decisions on veterans cases during the lapse in appropriations, pausing VA's deadlines in nearly every case before the court is a significant and extreme request, and the Secretary has failed to demonstrate that such sweeping relief is appropriate at this time. Therefore, the court will deny the Secretary's motion, and all cases will continue to be processed in accordance with the court's rules of practice and procedure, including all requirements and filing deadlines. That's a big win for veterans. Not so much for the government shutdown and what that means, but it is a big win for veterans, all right? The court recognizes the evolving challenges presented by the current government-wide lapse in appropriations and accordingly will deny the Secretary's motion without prejudice. The Secretary may refile his motion as circumstances require. There we go. And this is the actual legalese, jargon stuff. Okay, so yes, it's from The Guardian. The Guardian reported on it. They're the first ones to do so, actually. That's why I read it. But listen, if it comes from CNN, if it comes from The Guardian, or if it comes from Newsmax and Fox News, it doesn't matter. If the information is correct and true, like there's not even an opinion given on this. It's just a list of facts. It's a very short article here. I'll link the video down below that covers that. But if it's a list of facts, you can't just say it's fake news and act like it didn't happen, or worse, believe it didn't happen, because it did. The VA secretary wanted to stop the Court of Veteran Appeals from making decisions, making determinations on veterans' appeals. And keep in mind, when the veteran submits a claim to the BVA, the VA already got it wrong in the first place. Like the VA didn't do their job. That's why the Court of Veteran Appeals exists in the first place. All right. Anyways, it's a 9-0 ruling. The Trump admin lost. So yeah, that kind of got under my skin, seeing comments like it's fake news, it's not true, it's from The Guardian, it's not true. You guys are idiots. That's it. Thanks.